Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Support Your Favorite Artist. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be blunt. I'm not going to take any prisoners, but I had to do this video. I had to make this video because I am a fan of these talented young ladies. We already know June's Diary. And I'm trying to stay humble because I know it will be worth the wait. It's just, the journey. And here are some things that I'm really concerned for June's Diary, because I know that after all they've been through as a group, within about almost 4 years they've been together. So like I said, I reflect back on how, where they started and where they are now. And this video isn't, it's whatever, because I'm going to do a rant. It's my video. You have the right to agree. You have the right to disagree. As I know, fans, we look at things from different perspectives. We do look at things from how we feel about things. But let's get into it. So, like I said, it's called hashtag JDSQUAD support June's Diary. And it's my thoughts video. Alright, June's Diary are still promoting themselves. They're still hustling. They're still making sure that, they're relevant in today's music climate. I did watch the video of their interview recently with Hollywood Unlocked. I did enjoy the interview. I felt like they had the right to address how they felt, how they're feeling now, and what they have done, taking the steps for them to move forward and to still maintain and to keep going and never give up, and to remain as a group, period. I know that, like I said, in this day and age, when it comes to talent, some people may doubt, they may underestimate, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. June's Diary, they are that girl group, period, along with their other peers who are the girl groups of this generation, period. Now, when it comes to June's Diary, I've been very vocal. I've expressed my opinions. I've said this. I've said we need to support them, period. And what's so sad and frustrating? It's like this. I know it takes patience, and I know, like I said, they're just getting started. But I feel like within the time gap, how things went for them, and also, like I said, they were asked about some things that have been brought up over and over again. But these ladies, they're humble, they're not arrogant, they have experienced things where people, said they was going to support them and they didn't, and action speaks louder than words, right? But hey, it's the business, it's the music business, hey, at least they have people who still support them, and Frank Gaston is still by their side. Now, I know when it comes to Kelly Rowland, it is what it is. There's no beef between them. So let me get this straight, because I know some trolls going to try to come for me. At the end of the day, it's not like they have issues with Kelly Rowland. They don't have any issues with her, and vice versa. They still communicate with her from time to time, vice versa. It is what it is. My thing is, for some of these people who like to do their research, it's like this. We have the right to be disappointed or feel disappointed how things are going, but it's up to us to change the narrative. Now, it's not like June's Diary haven't been putting in the work, because they have. It's not like June's Diary are just complaining, because they're not complaining. They're just speaking from being honest. And I would rather be honest than just be have things bottled up inside. Because when you have things bottled up inside, it makes it very, it's frustrating to really express and say how you feel. But it's not like these young ladies are being bitter. But you're going to have haters and trolls as usual, because I've been seeing some comments on Twitter, and I refrain from, like I said, I refrain from saying anything. I know the fans have been, defending June's Diary. They have been saying their, own opinions. But it's like this. For a group to do well in this generation, it's a must, period. For even girl groups to do well in this generation, it's a must, period. Even boy groups in this generation, is a must, period. Because the way how I look at it, it's just a time gap. It's a time frame. At least they have time to even think of a game plan to say, well, you know what, we're going to focus us as a group. We're going to make sure we want people to know who we are as a group, period. We want to make sure that our sound is original and we be creative and work with whoever, like producers that really get our sound, regardless producers underground or mainstream. As long as there's chemistry and what we bring to the table is all that matters. It is what it is, period. To work on our craft, our singing, our dancing, our harmonies and vocals, to be able to utilize what we have, our skills, and just, use that to our advantage, period. And make sure we have the time for open studios, writing songs, the process, and have our own creative ideas flow together and it be authentic and it comes from a place that is relatable, period. To be able to, like I said, and this is the main freaking thing, which I am very concerned for, because their management, they're doing everything that they can, but it's time for them to get new people involved. And I know, like I said, some people are going to be like, well, what are you talking about? Listen, it's been almost 4 years, okay? I'm not complaining because, like I said, I'm a patient fan, so I know how it is. I'm not here to complain. I'm not here to be like a great ungrateful fan, because I know how it is. Especially for a group that is, and even for a girl group, for them. They're going to have to really, really make sure that they believe in themselves, period, because they do. That's a great thing. 2, they really have the ability to make the music that stands out, that's innovative, and that sounds like them. Like, when I hear June's Diary, I hear like singing sirens, like a little bit of like, okay, perfect example, like Destiny's Child, for that matter, because I'm a huge fan of Destiny's Child. I grew up with Destiny's Child. I've been through the ups and downs with Destiny's Child. I want more of the music to be authentic and showcase their vocals, and for them to have distinct voices and soulful voices and beautiful voices. They can really use that to their advantage, where when it comes to certain records, that can really push their artistry to say, you know what, we're going to try this kind of record. We're going to do this with this record. We're going to work with this producer that can make this kind of record for us. Oh, let's do this. Let's add this. Let's do that. Because that way they'll have confidence, making sure that their music sounds like them and it's up to par, period. And this is the thing where I'm going to rant. Their music, period, it better be up to par. I'm not saying, I'm not putting this high expectations, because I'm not this kind of fan. Like, I'm not open to listening to different sounds. What I'm saying, the music needs to match who they are, period, as a group. Okay? The music needs to make sure that when we hear June's Diary, when they put out the debut album, we're like, oh, snap, it's June's Diary. We know who June's Diary is. We know who they are. And this is why I feel like I said, I feel like some people, like I said, I've been hearing some critter, bird chirp mofos saying whatever. My thing is, June's Diary fans, let's not let the negativity ruin how we feel as for them as a group. Let's not let, like I said, it's ups and downs. Don't let naysayers, don't be arguing with these people, these trolls, these mofos online, because it ain't going to work. You're wasting your energy. It's not even worth it, because it is what it is, and I know how it is. Sometimes I'm gonna drag a bitch, sometimes here and there, but I gotta refrain myself. I'm like, well, hell, I got other shit to do. I don't have time to be dragging bitches, bum bitches online just to be going in on them for what? Because I can do other things. I got my own life. But what I'm saying is, as a humble fan and a dedicated fan and a grateful fan, is that speaking for me as a fan, and this is my honest opinion, I'm not being biased. And I don't have this bias because I know how it is. I know how it is for artists to really try to make their mark and leave their mark in the music business and in music, and to make sure that they know who they are as artists and believe in themselves and their craft, and they make good music. My thing is, the main important thing is, the key is that their music is good. Capitalization letters, G-O-O-D, period. Make sure that their music is good. Regardless of, like I said, what people say about them. Regardless of people say, hey, well, they're talented, but really nobody's not checking for a group. Regardless of people say, well, they're talented, but I don't think they really fit in with this climate music. I don't care. The fans, we have the power to support them. Period. We have the power to make sure that once they put out their debut album, we're going to save up, we're going to go. We're going to buy the album, we're going to go see them in concert. Because really, this is where, unfortunately, because this social media thing has gotten out of hand. And I feel like they need to be focused on making sure that they craft themselves as a group. They work on themselves as a group. They make sure they have the time to rehearse, to practice, to sing, to dance, to make sure to write records, write personal records, write records that have that fun, a beat, write, sexy records, write everything that they can be able to like say, okay, this is who we are as a group. This is who we are as a group. So I know about all this bird chirping stuff because, like I said, I'm refraining myself from going off the meter and off the rock because it's not going to do me any good. Excuse me for the phone ringing. But what I'm saying is that June's Diary is going to need everything. They're going to have to we're going to have to really support them because unfortunately it's like this. We're going to have to buy the music. We're going to have to buy the music. We need to buy the physical copies. We need to buy the iTunes. You got to save up, work extra, go ahead and do it. You got to save up, work extra, go ahead and do it. Go to concerts. Because I really feel it will be... Okay, I'll say this. I'm staying positive. But what I'm saying is, as much as time goes on, time is moving. And I'm not trying to be the kind of fan that's like, oh, hurry up, put out anything. No, because I understand. But what I'm saying is that, in my honest opinion, I feel like they have done everything they can. I'm not saying like they haven't done anything. We have gotten singles. We have gotten, records. We have gotten like what? How many EPs? We gotten that Male Edition EP they put out a few years ago. We got that, whatchamacallit, All of Us EP they put out. And we got this, the new EP, Take Your Time. They put out 2 songs, Stunning and I Ain't With It. So it's like, really, in my opinion, after the end of this year, by the end of this year and early next year, I want to have another EP or mixtape, period. They need to put out more music, period, because that way they can stay consistent and they can be able to like really showcase what they're cooking up in the studio to give a taste of like what's to come for their debut album. So when their debut album comes out, it's like, oh, you got the whole combo. It's the big shebang. It's the big bang bang. So it's like this. Really it has been, like I said, frustrating and it has been challenging for them, but they are so humble. They're dedicated. They know what's going on. They know what's up. They know how it is. But the thing is, I like that they have that optimism, and they're very, like I said, free spirit, and they have this like, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. And let me go in for a little bit. It's a little rant. For people to say, well, we don't need, we don't want to hear a girl group, and we don't want to hear a girl group. Girl groups don't last, and girl groups ain't this and that. Y'all don't listen to them, period. You feel like they ain't this and that and third, don't listen to them, period. But since you want to talk about them, hey, that's on you. Don't even, like I said, because you wasting your time and energy. Because girl, the Super Saiyan's gonna curse. Okay, my thing is, music is subjective and you can listen to who you want to listen to, but I feel like it's been way too long for my generation that I grew up with the best of the best. I grew up with all the girl groups before. So I'm like, why is there an issue? Like, what's the issue? Okay? Like, we need to see girl groups thrive in this generation. We need to see girl groups, girl bands, and more of them thrive in this generation, along with boy bands to thrive in this generation, which I will do I will do an artist diaries later on, because especially where I feel like that amount of talent pretty much is like, people have always, like I said, when we have always have heard like, well, we need R&B to come back, we need talented artists. Okay, June's Diary fit the bill. They have showcased, they have like really went all the way. The thing is, I feel that once things get to circulating and going, once things, once they have a plan and figure out, okay, what we're going to do from here. Because, listen, they're doing everything they can. We can't just put it on them. But I also feel like they need new management. They need new people involved. Because I'm going to tell you something. I really believe they need new management, period. They need to get people involved that really believe in their vision and really invest in them as a group. Because being independent is challenging. So we know that. So there's no surprise. However, we do need to have, they need to have more people involved when it comes to like management, marketing, promotion. Okay, let people know, okay, well, June's Diary, you know, they got a single out or whatever. And I know they said in this recent interview that I watched, as well as another interview, they said their fans, us fans, shout out to JDSQUAD, because the fans make a difference. We have been giving them creative ideas how to promote themselves, how to market, how to use resourceful tools to market themselves as a group, how to market their music, and we've been doing it, and with the fans have been doing it. We have been really like putting in the work as well. But the thing is, when it comes time for them to put out their debut album, they're gonna have to get all the support. We're gonna have to support them, period. Because I just feel that for them to be that talented and have that gift, it's like this, you know, people can say whatever about them, you know, I don't have time to be arguing with people who, you know, don't like them, because I can care less, because I know talent when I see it, okay, period. But I know that I grew up with music, and I have a good ear of music, and I feel like June's Diary can really break the cycle. They can really change the narrative, and then also with other girl groups alongside with them to change the narrative and just do the damn thing in music, so they can pass on to the next generation, because it's been done before. I don't see how that June's Diary can't be able to make a name for themselves in music, period. But what I do love about these talented young sisters is that they are so, like, they know what's going on, they support each other. I know they've been through so much as a group, but I feel that they can be able to really do it, period. And you know, it's like, hey, you know, we got to take it with a grain of salt. But also, I also will use my platform to promote them more. I will make sure to stay in update and keep, you know, tabs on what they're doing. And I want June's Diary to see this video. I really do. I really want y'all to follow me one day. I love you guys. You guys are inspiration. You guys are beautiful, talented. You guys have so much wisdom, so much like authentic. Just y'all keep doing it. Y'all keep going, because I support y'all. I support y'all to the fullest, period. So if you see my YouTube channel, if you see this video, I'm a dedicated fan. I love y'all. I'll rock out for y'all, period. If you guys see me, I post this video, I tag you guys. I really do. And y'all know this too. And I love the fact that y'all believe in yourselves, and y'all know that y'all are capable of making great things, doing great things in music, and doing things that for y'all to be able to have that gift that y'all have. I don't have that. I don't have the gift of singing and dancing, but also I do art, so I have the gift in that. So I know how it is to find your own and find yourself, and you're trying to find yourself, and it's good. You know, it's like we're human beings, and I just love y'all, period. I mean, hell, y'all got a fan. One of y'all fans got a tattoo name tatted on their arm. I'm like, see, we got real ones. But yeah, I feel that, I just think, like I said, you know, as the months go by, you know, we will be able to see more of them, and you know, for them to get more exposure. I just want to make sure that they connect with their audience, which they do and they have. But it's just like I said, the audience, we got to move along with them. We're going to have to really save up and support them, because when they put out their debut album, and when they make sure that they put, you know, times, blood, sweat, tears, you know, because they've been through so much as a group. I mean, and I'm not saying just to be saying this, for real. They have expressed their, you know, experiences, and I'm not going into detail again, because it's just like I said. But I feel, like I said, for those people who think that, you know, what they have went through, oh well, they're just using it as a clutch or a burden. No, they're not. It's like, this is what happened to them. They've experienced that. So my thing is, for y'all that don't know what goes on behind the scenes, see, I want to be blunt, but fuck it, just shut up. Just shut up. Like, for these trolls, just shut up, because these trolls just are trolls. But I just feel like when artists die, because see, I have seen and I have really heard the stories about what they've been through, and as a fan, I have stood by their side, and regardless of what people have said, I'm still a fan, you know. And so for me, in my opinion, you know, as a fan's perspective, I'm just like this. Hey, it's all about the music. I don't care about nothing else. I'm just here for the music. I'm here to enjoy the experience, listening to my favorite artists, and, you know, just be able to be on a journey with them, because it can happen again, period. So any of these haters and any of these naysayers, hey, it's all good. They can say whatever, but June's Diary are really talented, and I really want to see them do well, and I know that they will. And I just believe that when they have, like I said, when they get everything lined up, they get the singles lined up, they make sure, you know, they put out their debut album, that's all that matters. We're gonna have to ride on out with them. We're gonna have to support them. We're fans, so of course you're gonna talk that talk on Twitter and on social media and online. You better go pay your money and spend your money on a CD, period. Cause I do, I sure do. You don't know how it fit you, cause I'm like a, I don't want to even like compare that, because I don't want to offend somebody, but I'm like a kid in a candy store. Okay, that's a better comparison. I'm a kid in a candy store. Like when I have a craving for something, or I have a taste for a piece of candy, you don't know how I'm crazy over candy. But in that way, in that perspective, that I love music, hey, if I love your albums, if I love your music, I'm going to support you. I'm going to make sure I save up and buy your music, period. So that's all I gotta say. I think that, you know, everything that, you know, they've been through as a group is just humble beginnings. It's ups and downs. They have felt disappointed, but guess what? That is making sure that they become stronger. And they even have said this. So like I said, it's all good. Ain't no sweat. That's just how it is. But at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like, you know, I just need to address this and get everything off my chest. And that's all I have to say, guys. So like I said, feel free, comment, you know, just tell me your thoughts, tell me your opinions. And also, like I said, let me, because I'll talk more anyway too, because I don't want to leave out anything, because I want to make sure that I wrap this video up and say everything that I need to say. In this music climate, we already know that it's more trap and R&B. They have tapped into that sound. It does sound good, but I feel like they can create another sound for themselves, so it won't be like, oh, they're following the trends. You know, they need to set trends. I would like to hear more R&B, soul, and pop and alternative music. I think they can really gravitate towards that. I like that they can really, like, especially for their harmonies and their vocals, they can sing almost anything. And I also would like to hear hip-hop records. I would love for them to tap into like hip-hop music. Just create and just find a sound that really works well with them, and make sure they stand out from everybody else, their peers. Because it's like this. Like I said, the music needs to be good. Capitalization letters, G-O-O-D, period. The music needs to be like authentic, you know, and not just any old thing. But they have been putting in the work. They have been writing songs, recording. So I do believe and I have confidence that the music will be good, period. And I like that, like I said, you know, they're trying different sounds, exploring different sounds. So like I said, I don't want artists to feel like they have to be in the box. I don't want them to feel like, as a group, they have to just make one sound just to please everybody. No. They make the sound that really fits well with who they are as artists, and they go for it and do it. And also work with people who are generally, like I said, want to work with them to craft a sound and make sure that, like I said, when we hear their debut album, this is June's Diary. This is June's Diary. But that's all I gotta say. I just think that June's Diary are really wonderful. They're amazing. They're badass. They're everything. And as June's Diary fans, we're going to ride on out to the wheels fall off. But that's all I got to say. So what are your thoughts and your opinions on my video? Let me know down below. JD Squad, don't be afraid to come here, because it's all love over here. I understand people have different opinions, because I want you guys to, like I said, you know, vent a little bit with me and give like creative ideas and like inputs, and just tell me what you would like to see changes. So for us to make sure that when the time comes for us to support them, and when they put their singles out and all that good stuff in their debut album, that we'll be ready to go. So that's all I gotta say, guys. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Don't be afraid to like, share, comment, subscribe down below. And as always, stay tuned for the next episode of Get Sense 92 Dragon Ball Z narrator reference. Peace, bye-bye. And as always, your girl is out. This Super Saiyan is out.